I need to tell you something that most doctors will never say. Not because they don't know it, but because your typical 15-minute appointment ends before they can get to it. Your body can still be alive while your life quietly disappears around you. That is not a metaphor. I have watched it happen slowly and invisibly to patients who looked perfectly fine on paper. Their lab results were normal. Their blood pressure was managed. Nothing seemed wrong. And yet, something was leaving. Their voices got quieter. Their world got smaller. Decisions that used to be theirs started being made by someone else. Most of them never saw it coming because the habits that prevent this are so ordinary, so simple, that nobody ever talks about them. I'm Dr. William Lee. In my decades of medical practice, I have sat across from tens of thousands of patients in their 70s and 80s. I have watched the same two paths happen over and over again. The first kind of person reaches 80 and is still driving themselves around. They remember every grandchild's birthday. They cook Sunday dinner. They laugh so loud the neighbors can hear them. They are completely in charge of their own day. The second kind of person started exactly the same way. Same age, same health issues. But somewhere along the line, their world began to shrink. It breaks my heart because fewer than 1 in 8 adults over 75 do the 6 basic habits needed to stop this from happening. Before we go any further, let me quickly share something with you because it's one of the main reasons I make these videos. Every video is meant to help you stay healthier, stronger, and more independent as you get older. But the truth is, one video can only cover one small part of your health. That's why I often recommend the Healthy Aging Blueprint to many of my patients and viewers who want everything organized in one place. It isn't just another health book. It's a complete health system designed specifically for adults over 60, bringing together the 35 health concerns that matter most into one simple, easy-to-follow guide. Instead of searching through hundreds of videos or wondering which advice to trust, you'll have one organized resource that helps you better understand what's happening inside your body and the practical daily habits that support healthier aging. Many people who have gone through the blueprint have told me the biggest benefit wasn't simply learning more about their health. It was finally having one clear system they could actually follow. They felt more confident, more organized, better prepared for doctor visits, and much more in control of their daily habits, instead of constantly guessing what to do next. If you'd like to see everything that's included, along with reviews from other older adults who have already gone through the blueprint, simply click the link in the description below. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how much practical value is inside. Now let's get into today's topic. Number 1 on this list is something fewer than a dozen patients have ever asked me about. It has nothing to do with diet or exercise in the way you think, yet top researchers say it is the single biggest predictor of keeping your independence as you age. Stay with me until the end because that one habit is worth the entire video. Drop your age in the comments right now and tell me which of these 6 habits you think you already have. I read every single comment. Leave it below and let's talk. Now let's count down from 6 to 1. Habit number 6. Walking with a purpose, not just strolling. Here is what most people get wrong about walking after age 75. They count walking from the car to the store or from the bedroom to the kitchen as exercise. It isn't. People who stay incredibly healthy walk with a purpose. They walk at a speed that gets their heart rate up a bit, not a slow stroll. It needs to be a steady effort that lasts for at least 20 minutes. After age 70, your blood vessels naturally get stiffer. When they lose their bounce, your heart has to work much harder. Blood pressure goes up, and less blood reaches your brain. But studies show that steady, purposeful walking actually puts the flexibility back into those blood vessels. Think of your blood vessels like a garden hose left out in the sun for too long. It gets stiff and brittle. Under pressure, it cracks. Purposeful walking makes that hose soft and flexible again. To get the best results, you should walk for 20 to 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Walk at a pace where you can talk in sentences, but you wouldn't be able to sing a song. Also, try to do it in the morning. Research shows that morning exercise lowers your blood pressure for a full 24 hours in a way afternoon exercise just can't match. Arthur was a 76-year-old retired architect from Chicago. His blood pressure was high, sitting at 146/88, even though he took 2 different pills for it. He walked very slowly and felt like his energy was permanently draining away. We made just one change, a brisk 30-minute walk every single morning right after the sun came up. In just 9 weeks, his blood pressure dropped to a beautiful 132/78. A few months later, he told me he was back to sketching designs and felt a surge of energy he hadn't felt in years. Habit number 5. Guarding your sleep like medicine. Poor sleep after 75 is not just annoying. It damages your body in slow motion. Every single night it goes ignored. After age 70, your deep sleep drops by up to 80%. Deep sleep is the vital time when your body repairs your blood vessels, calms down inflammation, and clears out waste from your brain. If you don't get enough deep sleep, your brain doesn't get cleaned properly. Studies show that seniors with disrupted sleep have a much higher buildup of the plaques linked to Alzheimer's disease. Bad sleep also hurts your heart. Normally, your blood pressure naturally dips and rests at night. If your sleep is constantly broken, that nighttime rest never happens, and your heart takes a beating all night long. Healthy seniors treat sleep with military consistency. You should aim to go to bed and wake up at the exact same time every day, including weekends, and keep your bedroom cool, around 65 to 68 degrees. As a practical tip, turn off all screens like TVs, phones, and tablets a full hour before bed. The mental stimulation delays your sleep by nearly 50 minutes. Instead, spend 10 minutes doing slow, deep belly breathing before you close your eyes. This simple breathing style lowers stress hormones and naturally gives you more deep sleep. Habit number 4. Eating protein at every single meal. The idea that you need less food or less protein as you get older is completely wrong. In fact, it is dangerous. After age 75, your body actually needs up to 75% more protein per pound than a 30-year-old. This happens because aging muscles become deaf to protein, meaning they don't absorb it as easily. If you don't give them enough, your body starts eating its own muscle. This leads to rapid muscle loss, which doubles your risk of falling and losing your ability to take care of yourself. Studies show that seniors who eat enough protein have much lower rates of hospital visits from falls and have much stronger immune systems. You should try to eat 25 to 35 grams of protein at each of your 3 main meals. That looks like a chicken breast, a piece of fish, a couple of eggs, Greek yogurt, or beans. You have to spread it out because your body can only process so much protein at one time. To maximize this, eat your protein with something containing vitamin C, like an orange, a bell pepper, or a squeeze of lemon juice. Vitamin C helps your body build the tissue that keeps your muscles and blood vessels strong. Clara was a 78-year-old former librarian from Boston. She was losing her balance and had lost 12 pounds over 2 years, but it wasn't fat, it was pure muscle. Her hand grip was so weak she couldn't open basic jars. Her previous care team told her it was just normal aging. It wasn't. We changed her diet so she got 30 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Within 3 months, she gained back 7 pounds of healthy muscle. Her grip strength doubled, and she told me she finally felt steady on her feet again. Habit number 3. Having one real conversation every day. I told you one habit would surprise you. This is it. It sounds too simple to be medical advice, but the science is clear. Being lonely and isolated damages your health as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Loneliness accelerates memory loss, raises the risk of dementia by 41%, and creates inflammation that directly damages your heart. Your social brain is a muscle. The parts of your brain that fire when you have a real conversation are the exact same parts that protect your memory. If those parts stay quiet for weeks, the brain actually starts to prune them away. After 75, those lost connections are very hard to get back. You need to have at least one genuinely engaging interaction every single day. A real phone call, a community club, a walking partner, or a meal with someone who makes you think and laugh. Sitting in the same room as someone without talking does not count. It must be active. Evelyn was an 81-year-old living in San Francisco. After losing her close group of friends, she stayed home alone constantly. Within a year, her family noticed a heavy fog clouding her memory and speech. Instead of giving her more pills, we prescribed a social schedule. She joined a local group, started playing chess, and called her sister every day. 8 months later, her memory test completely bounced back. Her daughter told me with tears in her eyes that her mother finally sounded like herself again. An excellent trick is to combine socializing with movement by walking and talking at the same time. Doing both together triggers a special brain chemical that helps your mind grow and stay sharp. Habit number 2. Checking your blood pressure at home. Most people over 75 only have their blood pressure checked twice a year at the doctor's office. You are told a number, told if it's good or bad, and sent home for 6 months. This means a huge amount of life-saving information is missed. Blood pressure changes constantly based on the time of day, stress, sleep, and what you ate. Furthermore, many people get anxious at the clinic, which makes their numbers spike artificially. Seniors who age exceptionally treat their home blood pressure cuff like a valuable tool. They don't guess, they know their real numbers. You should sit quietly for 5 minutes, check your blood pressure at home at the same time every morning with the cuff at heart level, and write it down in a log to show your doctor. Make sure to take your reading before you have your morning coffee. Caffeine can spike your numbers by 8 to 10 points within 30 minutes, giving you an inaccurate reading. Coffee always comes second. George was an 82-year-old retired postal worker. In my office, his blood pressure always looked great, usually around 134/80. But I had him track it at home for 2 weeks. We discovered that his blood pressure was spiking to a dangerous 158/92 early in the morning and late at night after salty dinners. He wasn't actually protected, he just looked good for the 15 minutes he was in my office. By changing the time he took his medication and cutting down on evening salt, we got his real daily average down to a safe, healthy level. Before we continue, let me quickly mention something because many of you ask where you can learn more beyond these videos. When my patients or viewers tell me they want one place that brings everything together, I often recommend the Healthy Aging Blueprint. While these videos focus on one topic at a time, the blueprint brings together the 35 health concerns that affect adults over 60 most into one organized system, with easy-to-understand explanations, practical daily action steps, meal guidance, gentle exercises, medication awareness, printable trackers, and simple routines you can actually follow. Many older adults who have used the blueprint have shared that they no longer feel overwhelmed because everything they need is organized in one place. Instead of wondering what to eat, what to avoid, what numbers to monitor, or what questions to ask their doctor, they simply follow the system one step at a time. If that sounds like something that would help you, click the link in the description below. While you're there, take a few moments to read what other older adults are saying after using the blueprint. Their experiences will give you a much better idea of how practical, organized, and easy it is to use. Habit number 1. Learning something hard every day. Here it is, the habit fewer than 12% of seniors maintain, yet researchers call it the ultimate tool for staying sharp. I am not talking about doing crossword puzzles or reading a book you've read before. I am talking about the daily practice of learning something genuinely new, like a new skill, a new language, or a musical instrument. It must be something that forces your brain to struggle a little bit. After age 75, the brain likes to take the easy way out to save energy. It relies only on what it already knows. But when you stop challenging your brain, your mental backup tank dries up. Interestingly, the exact same health issues that hurt your heart, like high blood pressure and stiff arteries, also slow down blood flow to your brain and cause memory decline. Protecting your mind is deeply connected to protecting your heart. Learning a new language can delay the start of dementia by 4.5 years. Learning an instrument exercises your memory, your hearing, and your coordination all at once. The key word is active. Watching someone else play guitar on YouTube does nothing. Struggling to learn the chords yourself is where the medicine is. The frustration is proof that your brain is growing. Thomas was a 79-year-old retired printmaker who was starting to forget common words and struggle with complex conversations. Alongside his heart care, I gave him a unique prescription to learn something completely new. He decided to try digital photo restoration on a computer. It frustrated him immensely at first, and he told me he was terrible at it, but he stuck with it for 45 minutes a day. A year later, he was restoring old photos for a local museum, and his memory tests showed huge improvements. He didn't just stop his decline, he actually made his mind sharper at 79. You can get even better results if you pair your daily brain challenge with healthy omega-3 fish oils, which you can get by eating salmon, sardines, or taking a high-quality supplement. These healthy fats act like fertilizer for the new pathways your brain is building while you learn. This stage of life, your 70s and 80s, is often treated by the medical system, the media, and sometimes even families as a waiting room, a time to just manage decline rather than truly live. It is not. your body and mind retain an incredible, scientifically proven ability to bounce back and stay strong. The 6 habits we talked about today are not about turning back the clock. They are about keeping your independence. They are about making sure you are still driving yourself to appointments, still remembering where you put your keys, still cooking the big meals your family comes home for, still being the person whose opinion matters, and still laughing until your eyes water at something your grandchild said. That is what quality of life means, and it is never too late to start. If you haven't joined us yet, please subscribe right now and share this video with a friend or loved one who needs to hear this message today. We want to help 100,000 people take control of their health. Subscribe, like, and leave your age in the comments below. Tell me which of these 6 habits you are already good at, and which one you want to work on next. I promise I will read your response. In my next video, I am going to tell you about a common item sitting in the medicine cabinets of 40% of seniors right now that silently destroys 3 of these 6 habits at the exact same time. You will absolutely want to see that before you refill your next prescription. Subscribe, like, share, and I will see you in the next video.